This is sold to you as nature's perfect medicine. Antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, a clean alternative to sugar that your grandmother swore by and every wellness influencer on the internet still swears by today. But what if I told you that same golden jar in your pantry could contain dormant bacterial spores capable of paralyzing a baby? That certain batches have been used throughout history as a weapon of war, and that most of what you're buying at the grocery store might not even legally qualify as real honey. Today, we're cracking open the jar on one of the most quietly controversial foods on the planet. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about what the health gurus, the supplement companies, and the multi-billion-dollar honey industry conveniently leave out of the conversation. By the end of this video, you'll never look at that bear-shaped bottle the same way again. Let's start with the part of this story that pediatricians have been screaming about for decades. Honey can contain spores of Clostridium botulinum, the same bacteria responsible for botulism, one of the most potent neurotoxins known to science. Here's the twist. For a healthy adult, these spores are almost always harmless. Our gut is mature enough, acidic enough, and populated with enough competing bacteria to keep them dormant and pass them through harmlessly. But an infant's digestive system is a blank slate. Give a baby under 12 months old even a small taste of honey, and those spores can germinate, colonize the gut, and release a toxin that attacks the nervous system. It's called infant botulism, and it's why every pediatrician on earth tells you, zero honey before age 1, no exceptions. But spores aren't even the strangest danger hiding in honey. Let's talk about something honeybees have been quietly producing for over 2,000 years. It's called mad honey. Harvested in the Black Sea region of Turkey and parts of Nepal, this honey comes from bees feeding on rhododendron flowers containing a neurotoxin called grayanotoxin. Back in 401 BC, the Greek historian Xenophon documented an entire army of soldiers who unknowingly ate this honey and collapsed, vomiting, hallucinating, unable to stand. A century later, it was allegedly used as a deliberate trap against Roman soldiers, who ate it, became disoriented, and were slaughtered by ambush. Today, mad honey is still harvested and still sold, sometimes marketed as a natural aphrodisiac or a legal high. In reality, just a spoonful too much can cause dangerously low blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and loss of consciousness. People have ended up in emergency rooms from a condiment. And now, a sudden 3-second cut to a jet ski launching off a wave and doing a full backflip mid-air, engine roaring, crowd cheering, then an immediate hard cut back to the calm documentary tone as if nothing happened. Now, let's talk about sugar. Here's a fact the wellness industry doesn't love to advertise. Honey is roughly 80% sugar, not natural sweetness, sugar. And a large portion of that is fructose, often more concentrated than what you'd find in table sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Yes, honey contains trace antioxidants and enzymes that refined sugar doesn't. But biochemically, once it hits your bloodstream, your liver doesn't care where the fructose came from, a flour or a factory. It processes it the exact same way. Unlike glucose, which almost every cell in your body can use for energy, fructose is metabolized almost exclusively by the liver. In moderate amounts, that's fine, but consumed in excess, which is shockingly easy to do when you're pouring healthy honey into your coffee, smoothies, and salad dressings, your liver starts converting that fructose directly into fat. This process is a major driver of visceral fat, the dangerous kind that wraps around your internal organs. And over time, it's linked to insulin resistance, elevated triglycerides, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, the same pathway implicated in soda and processed junk food. Studies comparing honey to refined sugar on blood glucose response have found something uncomfortable. The spike is nearly identical. Your pancreas doesn't know the difference between raw organic honey and a spoonful of sugar sitting in your cabinet. None of this means honey is poison. It means the health halo around it, the marketing that lets people believe they can drizzle it guilt-free, is scientifically shaky at best. Now here's where it gets even darker, because there's a good chance the honey in your pantry right now isn't even fully honey. Multiple international investigations, including testing across the EU and independent lab audits in the US, have found that a significant percentage of commercial honey on store shelves is cut with cheap sugar syrups, often derived from rice, corn, or sugar beets, then blended in to stretch profit margins. It gets sneakier. Many mass-market brands use a process called ultrafiltration, heating and forcing honey through extremely fine filters. This strips out the pollen, which is the exact forensic marker regulators use to trace where honey actually came from. No pollen, no traceability. It's nearly impossible to prove the source or verify it wasn't blended with syrup from a country accused of illegal honey dumping. This has become such a widespread problem that it has its own name in the food industry: honey laundering, where honey is rerouted through several countries, mixed and relabeled to disguise its true origin and avoid tariffs or contamination bans. And speaking of contamination, because bees forage across miles of land, they can absorb heavy metals like lead and arsenic from polluted soil and industrial runoff, which then concentrate in the honey itself. Some tested batches, particularly from regions with weak agricultural regulation, have shown trace antibiotic residues too, remnants of drugs beekeepers use to treat hive diseases that aren't supposed to end up in your teacup. So that reassuring label on the bottle? In many countries, it's barely regulated. Pure honey can legally mean very different things depending on where you live and where you're buying from. So, is honey evil? No. Real, raw, properly sourced honey in moderation is still a far better choice than refined sugar syrups packed with zero nutritional value. It has trace antioxidants. It doesn't spike insulin quite as violently when eaten in small amounts. And unlike ultra-processed sweeteners, at least one version of it comes from an actual, traceable, natural process. But the myth we need to let go of is that honey is automatically healthy just because it's natural. Nature also produces arsenic, poison ivy, and pufferfish toxin. Natural doesn't mean harmless, it means unprocessed. What matters is the dose, the source, and how much you actually trust the label on that jar. Keep it away from infants. Watch your intake if you're managing blood sugar or liver health. And if you can, buy local, raw, and traceable from a beekeeper you can actually ask questions to, not a factory you can't see. If this video peeled back a layer you didn't expect from something as simple as honey, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel keep making videos like this. And if you want more hidden truths behind the healthy foods sitting in your kitchen right now, subscribe. This is just the beginning. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had a weird reaction to honey, or are you buying it differently after this? I want to hear it. And if you want a part 2, breaking down agave, maple syrup, and fruit juice the same way, let me know in the comments. If enough of you ask, we're going deeper.